Most options in this category quietly waste your money. We cut the list down to 6 that actually earn it. Stick around, because our number 1 pick is almost unfairly good for the price. 6 products, 1 budget. Most of them get something wrong. We've gone through the options, so you don't have to learn the hard way. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one to buy, which ones look good on paper, but disappoint in real life, and why our number 1 pick genuinely earns every dollar. We run these comparisons regularly. If that's useful to you, a subscribe helps. Let's get into it, starting at number 6 and counting up to the one that actually surprised us. Coming in at number 5 is the Kiwigs 60-watt LED auxiliary light kit, sitting at $141.99. That price point is where things get interesting and a little complicated. On paper, the specs look strong. 60 watts, 6,000 lumens, IP68 waterproofing, and multiple strobe warning modes built right into the harness. In real terms, that means genuine visibility in rain, fog, and low-light back roads, not just a marginal glow. 3 sleeve sizes in the box means it fits most handlebar diameters without extra hardware. The honeycomb housing handles heat so the chips last. At 4.6 stars across 662 reviews, buyers are largely satisfied. The honest catch? At $141.99, you're approaching territory where more established names enter the conversation. It earns that price through sheer feature count, dual color modes, 6 warning strobes, universal mounting. But independent verification of long-term durability is worth doing before you commit. Solid for the off-road and adventure rider who needs versatility on a controlled budget. Moving up to number 4, and this is where the build quality gap starts to close. Coming in at number 4, the Oxbeam 120 watts, dual-color LED fog lights, sitting at $159.99. 8 lighting modes sounds like a marketing number until you actually think about what that means on the road. White for open highway, amber for cutting through fog and rain, alternating strobe for making yourself impossible to miss at intersections. That is not a gimmick. That is real-world flexibility packed into a 3-inch light. Each housing runs 6 CSP LED chips, pushing 3,400 lumens in amber and 3,200 in white. That is enough output to genuinely change what you see at night, not just slightly brighten it. IP67 rated, die-cast aluminum housing, 50,000-hour lifespan claim. The bracket fits bars from 22 mm to 28 mm and rotates a full 360 degrees, so fitment is rarely a problem. The one honest catch: the ACC wire connection is mandatory for proper function, and some buyers have missed that detail on install. At $159.99 for a pair with full wiring harnesses included, you are getting dual-color switchback capability that costs significantly more on branded alternatives. Solid choice for the rider who wants maximum mode flexibility without stepping into premium pricing territory. Up next, number 3, and the gap between these two is narrower than you'd expect. Coming in at number 3, the Kiwigs 60 watts auxiliary LED spotlights, sitting at $134.89. That gap I mentioned? You'll feel it here. 5,000 lumens through high borosilicate optical lenses means your sightline genuinely stretches into the dark. Not just a warm glow, but a tight, focused throw that cuts through rain and fog. 6 selectable light modes, white and amber, plus 3 strobe warning patterns, so you can adapt on the fly without stopping. The IP68 waterproof rating and CNC aluminum housing mean rain, and road grime aren't a concern long-term. 3 handlebar sleeve sizes are included, covering most common diameters, so fitment is rarely a headache. At 345 reviews and a 4.6-star rating, buyers are largely satisfied. The honest catch: reliability data beyond the rating is thin, so longevity is harder to guarantee than our top 2 picks. For the price, though, the output and build quality make a strong case. A dependable mid-tier option for riders who want real lumen output without paying premium prices. But our number 2 raises the bar in ways that genuinely matter. Coming in at number 2, the CO Light 60 Watts Motorcycle Fog Lights at $79.99. And this is where the brightness conversation changes. 60 watts pushing 18,000 lumens through upgraded 753 OLED chips and a high-definition PMMA lens means your beam is focused, not just loud. You actually see the road instead of a blurry wash of light. 7 modes is the real story here. 3 constant settings, including a white and amber combo, plus 4 strobe patterns for visibility in traffic or low visibility conditions. That kind of flexibility is rare at this price. Die-cast aluminum housing, honeycomb heat dissipation, and a rated 50,000-hour lifespan back up the build quality claim. The honest catch, with only 148 reviews so far, long-term real-world reliability is still an open question. For what you get on paper, though, the value is hard to argue with. Best for riders who want serious lumen output and genuine mode variety. Our number 1 takes a different angle entirely, and it might surprise you. Our number 1 pick is the Zimoon 60-watt LED projector lights, and they are $29.99 for a pair. Let that land for a second. Under $30, and this is the set that earned it. 60 watts of output, 6 individual 10-watt chips, and a bifocal lens design that focuses the beam out to 600 feet. That is not a soft glow on your front wheel. That is genuine reach into the dark. Flip between white and amber, depending on whether you are riding clear roads or cutting through fog and rain. The aluminum alloy housing with a built-in turbofan keeps heat moving, which is exactly why Zimoon rates these at 50,000 hours of lifespan. One small catch. The 1.3-inch form factor means fitment is snug on some mounts, so check your bracket clearance before ordering. But 1,474 reviews at a 4.4 rating does not happen by accident. For less than $30, this pair flat out earns its spot. So where does that leave you? Brightness separates the serious picks from the ones you'll regret in daylight. Durability splits the field further. A few here shrug off rain, others won't. On price, the gap between the bottom and the top of this list is real, but so is the gap in what you actually get. The rankings reflect that math honestly. Cheaper does not always mean worse, but it always means a trade-off somewhere. Know which trade-off you can live with, and the right pick becomes obvious. Our number 1 makes that decision almost embarrassingly easy. So there it is. Every pick on this list earns its spot, but our number 1 earns it hardest. Best value, fewest trade-offs, clearest answer for most buyers. If that ranking saved you time and money, a subscribe costs nothing and keeps these comparisons coming. Links are in the description, and if you're shopping the same budget for a different category, the next video is right up there. Links are in the description. Our top pick is right there. Heads up, those links are affiliate links. Tap the next video for more budget comparisons worth your time.